I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford. You in your head size up Floyd, like, you know what I'm saying? If he was ever, he
never. I'm never that type of guy. I think that's grimy. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his.
Floyd Mayweather visits Terence Crawford to train together, preparing for Crawford's upcoming fight with Canelo Alvarez. Mayweather praises Crawford's skills and drive, calling him boxing's #1 pound-for-pound champion. Their intense training sessions reflect mutual respect and Mayweather's confidence in Crawford's ability to win the super fight.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford at.
During a recent meeting, Crawford shared his conversation with Floyd Mayweather. He reveals that Mayweather not only praised him but also offered valuable technical advice and inspiring words. Acknowledging Canelo's experience and age, Mayweather advised Crawford to stay sharp and maintain peak form. Their exchange was respectful, focused on preparation rather than just praise.
That's a big boy. He's strong. You know, you box good. You can do this. You got this over him. You're gonna have to tighten up this. You're gonna have to do this. You know, it's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you'll whoop his ass. You'll do this for him. It's never like, yes man type. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, listen. You know, that's a dangerous fight. You know, but that's a tough fight. If it happened, you know.
The reunion of Mayweather and Crawford caught the attention of fans and analysts alike. Social media buzzed with discussions on their interaction, highlighting the image of a rising star alongside a seasoned veteran. Many saw it as a passing of the torch or an endorsement, sparking debates on legacy, mentorship, and mutual recognition.
Floyd,
congratulations, man.
Mayweather issued a strong statement criticizing Canelo Alvarez regarding previous doping allegations, claiming that the media unfairly target Canelo. He pointed out that issues like performance-enhancing drugs are often overlooked when it comes to Canelo, prompting conversations about accountability and transparency in boxing, with mixed reactions from fans.
But what we don't talk about is, you know, we talk Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. It could have been not clean in a lot of.
Reflecting on his fight with Canelo, Floyd Mayweather recalled entering the ring at around 151 or 152 pounds. Despite the weight disadvantage, he used his defensive skills and tactical intelligence to dominate. His performance underscores how technique and timing can triumph over brute strength, emphasizing that his undefeated record was built on finesse, not force.
Canelo made the weight. It wasn't like it was a certain clause to where he couldn't gain weight. So after he weighed 152 or 152 and a half, he came in like 168 or close to 170. And actually, I came in at probably like I probably came in at 151 and 152.
Gotcha.
But Roy Jones is one hell of a fighter. You know, I can't get on here and hate on his skills and knock his skills. He's been through a lot in the sport of boxing. He's done a lot for it.
Crawford has admired Floyd Mayweather since early in his career, not just as a fighter but as a blueprint for greatness. This admiration has fostered a meaningful relationship, with Mayweather offering advice and insights. Crawford values these moments, using them as motivation to refine his skills and emulate some of Mayweather's strategic brilliance. Their bond is rooted in shared ambition and mutual respect.
I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a fact. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it.
Never. I'm never that type of guy. I think that's grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. I never looked at him like, no.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like things like me versus Floyd.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, that's hate type shit to me.
Like quiet.
Yeah, like shit. I ain't never been a person.
Crawford's training regimen is at its peak as he prepares for a major challenge. His routines include footwork drills and bag work, demonstrating dedication and smart preparation. Videos showcase a boxer working diligently, adjusting his training to counter a tough opponent like Canelo, highlighting his commitment and strategic focus. A key part of Crawford's training is his leg workouts. Weighted squats and lunges build strength, stamina, and agility, crucial for his movement in the ring. These exercises enhance his ability to stay balanced and fluid under pressure, illustrating how meticulously he prepares for each fight.
Nice. Alright, start him up. 2, 3, pitch and build. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Crawford's sparring sessions reveal his high boxing IQ, especially when facing partners mimicking Canelo's style. He employs a purposeful jab to control the pace, set up power punches, and switch stances seamlessly. His diverse tactics demonstrate a well-rounded strategy designed to frustrate opponents and gain an advantage.
Watch the right hand for the decoy.
Y'all know chess? Fisher versus Spassky? Two of the best, you understand? That's what you watch. Two of the best. Y'all stalwart, you know how to work. You know how to get the most out of everything. Good job.
Promoter Eddie Hearn recalls an unexpected visit to a training camp that turned into an insightful experience. He observed Floyd Mayweather and Crawford interacting with camaraderie, laughter, and understanding. This rare glimpse into their relationship showcased a lighter, more personal side of the fighters, highlighting mutual respect beyond the ring.
Crawford going to be able to bridge this weight gap.
I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, you're coming up from 35, 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68, definitely. Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius. He's a generational great. So, maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outside against Canelo Alvarez. But you have to use your movement. If you're Terence Crawford in that fight, the last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight. Trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running, but he would be moving a lot. Of course, it's the way to beat it.
Yeah.
You know.
Crawford has embraced the challenge of fighting Canelo, addressing doubts about his size and power with confidence rather than excuses. He views the matchup as an opportunity to rise and prove himself, determined to silence critics and secure victory through skill and determination.
Fight because of the challenge. I love the challenge, and I love the people that I hear them now. You're too little. You know, Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147. That weight too big. This and that. I can hear it now, and that just excites me to go in there and just like, okay, let me pull on once again.
That fight would be gigantic. Canelo gets through Jamel, and then you guys fight. That fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah. But in my mind, in my heart, I don't think nobody too.
Mayweather recently shared his thoughts on Crawford's upcoming fight with Canelo, emphasizing the importance of thorough preparation. Drawing from his own undefeated career, Floyd advised a measured and strategic approach, adding weight to the conversation given his top-level experience and success.
Terence Crawford jumping up from 154 to 168 and beating this quote-unquote version of Canelo Alvarez would diminish the accomplishment that Floyd Mayweather accomplished beating his version of Canelo Alvarez. Is it two different versions of Canelo Alvarez? And obviously, Canelo Alvarez with 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is obviously bigger. When Floyd fought him, it was at 152 catch weight, but it had no rehydration clause. So you might as well just say it was at 154. Now, two things they have in common is that Floyd Mayweather was 36, 37 years of age. Terence Crawford is 36, 37 years of age, going on 38. So he'll be 38 when he fights Canelo Alvarez. Floyd had already had 2 fights at 154. He had the fight with Miguel Cotto, and he had the fight with Asa De La Hoya.
Teddy Atlas posed a tactical question: can Crawford's movement and pace frustrate Canelo, who is known for closing the distance with powerful shots? He suggested that Crawford's footwork could be key, while his coach responded to Canelo's disrespect by defending Crawford's resume, emphasizing his dominance over top opponents and commitment to fair fights.
They're tired of me saying it. I look at him, look, Canelo's special too, I get it. And he's bigger, I get that too. And if everyone's gonna say, well, after Mazamor fight again, had a couple hiccups, now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's gotta fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher, you know, a unified champion that he's been, you know, all of that stuff. He's not gonna be able to handle it. I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better legs, you know, who's going to be able, sometimes Canelo at this point in his career can slow down a little bit. They're both getting older.
Trainer Steve Nelson dismissed the idea of Crawford moving up to face opponents like David Benavidez as impractical. He explained that choosing specific opponents is a strategic move, with Crawford's team prioritizing legacy and smart planning over risky fights, aiming for a balanced and thoughtful career progression.
Pack would just went on. Steve Nelson just said, and I'm paraphrasing because you guys heard it, link will be in the description. He just told you out his own mouth, he's like, fans are saying that Crawford should fight David Benavidez or a true 168 pounder. Doesn't make sense. Bud is after legacy, and then he said, and money. So this proves why I don't want to see this particular fight like some of y'all. He just told you. So this is what I call an advanced cherry pick. Now I know some people are gonna start crying. The reason I say advanced, now it's not an advanced, it's not a cherry pick in the normal sense of like, you know, because this would be an accomplishment if Bud can defeat somebody at a higher weight class without acclimating, right? So it's not the traditional cherry pick, but it is still an advanced, or this is what I'm calling it, an advanced cherry pick, because his own teammate and friend Steve Nelson is telling you there's no reason for Bud to fight a true 168 pounder. He started off by saying Canelo Alvarez started off smaller, like a welterweight earlier in his career at 54, and then made his way up to 68. So that lets me know the mentality from Team Crawford is Canelo, we know he has shown signs of slippage and being a little bit older in his recent fights. Can't put away Munguia, and some other guy did.
A boxing analyst challenged the notion that Crawford's only major victory was over Errol Spence Jr., pointing out wins over fighters like Sean Porter. Veteran Nonito Donaire praised Crawford's footwork as a crucial weapon, especially against pressure fighters like Canelo. He believes Crawford's speed and movement could help him win on points if he avoids Canelo's powerful shots.
After really the Triple G fight is when we've seen the slippage on Canelo. And over the last 2 years, it's been immediately apparent. It's been apparent straight away over the last 2 years. Canelo's feet have always been slow. He's always been very slow-footed. So when people are saying, oh look, his legs are slowing down, yeah they are. They've never been quick, but now they're even slower, which is a problem. And Jim Lampley on commentary on Friday night show was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs slide and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stop and win now since he knocked out Callum Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez come July, he's 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but you know, he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years pro, and he's been at world level for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yeah.
Canelo Alvarez's recent fight with William Skull drew controversy for its lack of excitement, with both fighters displaying low activity and minimal punches. Fans questioned Canelo's current sharpness, pondering if age and wear are affecting his ability to compete against a younger, hungrier opponent like Crawford.